Rightio, hello and welcome. Welcome back to another live stream, another network save. We're hope you're all doing well, and yeah, we're back at it. And we're going to do a couple things tonight. Transfer window. We finished the season. We survived. Mine always does that. We finished 16th. We got a couple wins on the board. The board aren't too happy with it, but hey ho. Yeah. Oh, Brighton got Europa League down in 14th place, so almost did a Spurs there. And yeah, we're gonna go for our team of the seasons as well. Carl and I are gonna chat through those. So yeah, should be quite good. If you weren't around last time or haven't seen last week's stream, Carl is doing a Vincent Company, and he got Watford royally relegated.
Technically, mathematically, they were safe.
Yeah, okay.
All
right, Pargy. It's you did lose your goalkeeper by the end. It all fell apart. The wheels came off the bus massively.
I had to before I was chased out of town.
But somehow you got the Bayern job right at the end. So Carl's Bayern Munich manager.
They've seen my CV.
I've seen your CV. It's all those coaching badges you've done.
That's what it's about. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Apparently, except Mikel Arteta, he doesn't like you.
Yeah, still not sure why. We'll find out soon. I'm sure we'll go for a scotch during this Champions League game soon.
Scotch.
I don't.
But yeah, we're gonna go through that, and oh, yeah, you got a sneak peek then. Okay. Yeah, what are you doing? This is where you climb up my kidneys when you're running around like that. So please don't. Yeah, we're we just turn that light off. Okay. Oh. Yeah, we've got quite a bit to do. But we need to cash in on some players.
I've just been recommended that Theo Watson.
Have you?
Yeah.
He's a wonder kid. He was alright. He was injured for me for loads of it. So. Yeah. I'm just going to have a look at appearances as well. Yeah, he only got on the pitch for me 7 times. I got him in the January.
You any good or?
He got a couple. Yeah, he got. Oh. Got 1 goal, 2 assists, 6.85 rating. He's got a lot of potential though. Cat, seriously, chill out. And you're gonna stand on my reset button. No, no, no. Oh, come up here. Yeah, if the screen just goes black, the cat has stood on the reset button. So that's cool. Right, first player we're gonna go for there's a left back that plays for Hull. Sorry, I'm just on the back end of a cold that I've been trying to buy for ages. God, where was that? Let me just have a drink. Ugh. I've been fine for ages, and then the minute I go live, ugh. Right. I'm gonna offer 10 mil up front. We're gonna do. Oh my god, that's the first time that's ever worked. I just talked to the board about the transfer because they tried to block it. And they were like, no, actually, we agree with you.
Interesting.
Hmm. Oh, I've rejected it. Oh, we'll let that cook up for a bit then. We're in no rush. Well, we are in a rush if someone else puts a bid in. see. Just throw some bait into the water. See if we get any fish. Yeah, Bayern. So yeah, you're in the Champions League then. You scrape through.
It's where I need to be.
And Sevilla got it for Spain.
Oh, Jack Wilshere's followed me to Leipzig.
That was it.
What to do with this player here? Oh, that's all right. There's a youngster who plays for Nuremberg.
Oh yeah.
18 years old, Chris Aboka. His stats look good. I just don't know if he's worth the money they want. Jack, we'll wait. Like this guy though, this striker Newcastle, I've put a bid in for. I might try and poach him.
Well, you got the power now. You can just swoop in and.
44 million from. I wonder if we can give them 50.
How much should I buy this guy for? 45 million. Take a loss.
He wants 300 grand a week.
Oh, well, that's Zena.
Yeah.
Yo, Jedi.
I'm not even going to interact that and walking away.
Yes. Bloody hell. Oh, your goalie of the season, Nicholson's in talks with Sunderland. 9.5 mil.
No. What a keeper.
Yeah, it was really good,
Made
cheers,
one-
Jedi. We had some good weather. Except one. Checked. Shit. I think I... This guy's like, you started offering me around to other clubs. Just say it to my face. I was like, it's time for you to leave. And now he's offended. It's weird. I feel like I've turned up to the Premier League and all the Saudi teams have gone like poor. All the oil's dried up. We're all in 2038 and we're all on hover bikes. Yeah, there's only one on a contract, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. Cheers, bub. We had some really nice weather for a couple of days. It did rain one of the days, but it was all right.
That was just the day Tottenham won the Europa League, yeah?
Yeah, do you know why? It was actually Thursday, so yeah, it was. Was it Wednesday, sir? No, it might be the
The game was
morning.
Wednesday.
I got a release clause. Got them on a free as well, so everything's pure profit. Also, weirdly in this, Hibernians seem to have money. Like they're just offering me, they offered me 20 mil for another player. They're offering me 24 straight for another player.
Hibs taking over.
Apparently. $22. 22.5. We'll go there. Got to sell this guy as well. He's running down his contract. Yeah, it was good. There was a lot of beer. Hibs just chucking 29 million at me. Just keep doing this incrementally because I've got a few teams interested. You can get that. This is how you get them to do like a bidding war.
Add a little bit, but don't actually.
Yeah, you accept one, cancel the other one that you've accepted, and then you offer them back out.
I wonder if a decent German. Oh, shit.
Annoyingly, the two teams that won them are in the Premier League. That's fine. He's a solid striker, but nothing nothing that can't be replaced. And I got my Japanese wonder kid as well. Then we offer him back out. 26 million. And these are like straight 26 million up front as well. None of this knobbing about.
I'm not giving you 69 million up front for a player that's worth fucking 70 million, then plus all 50 million add-ons. Shut up. I'll go as far as. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not offering stupid money for players.
What else can we sell? We're also gonna dump a load of players as well. 75 million, eh? Bloody hell, Carl. You ain't messing about, yeah.
I offered them 30 million plus like loads of installments. Like I think it was 30 million over 3 years, 10 million if we win the Champions League, 5 million for this, and then they were like, we want 60 million up front plus 50 million installments. I'm like, it's worth 70 million.
Yeah.
Where are you getting 130 from? Like, I want to try and buy. Problem is, this Bayern Munich team is. I say it's shit. It's okay.
Yeah. But it's a
But
reason they finished fifth, right?
yeah, and that's it. And you've only got like I've managed to get 80 million in transfer funds, but like now an average player is worth 50.
Yeah,
So
exactly. We've got
I need to.
inflated prices.
Yeah, I'll probably got. If I can get 3 transfers, I'm looking at a keeper for like 5 million who's okay, but he's German as well, so he'll help the homegrown
Yeah.
aspect. And I want to try and get like a couple of good players, but on extended offers. But no one seems to be biting. Or if they do bite, I got one that Xenia, but he wanted 300 grand a week. Like he's on 80 grand.
Alright, I think I've peaked. Ah, we've got another one though. We've got another fish. So it looks like I'm getting 26 million up front for Rodrigo Miguel. And for Javier, it looks like 31 million for him up front, no installments or anything. I haven't been in a pub in a long time. I want to try. Yeah, I mean, Sarah and I actually we went not a pub. Well, Sarah goes to the pub more than I do. I'm actually just a big fan of a Weatherspoons, to be honest. But we went to, there's a bar. It used to just be like, because we've got a thing called the Harbour Arm, and basically it's like a food shed. They're all sheds or bits of building or containers, or they're like temporary buildings, but they've got food and bars and stuff in it. But they've actually moved to like an actual building, and yeah, just got a burger, and they sell like my favorite beers in there. There's a beer called Jabel. That's a peach beer. They do a blood orange one as well, and yeah, I love it. And they got that on tap. It's like, all right. But they got like blue. They have like the Americana kind of. You got your blue ribbons, your red stripes. That's Caribbean, but yeah, really, really nice bar, and 80s music. Okay. Sorry, could you chop me up that bottle of lemonade? Yeah. I need the bubbles. Fucking Juventus with their £7 million bid. Do one. It's just really expensive as well. You can get it in Sainsbury's, can't you? That's right. Jabel, right? You can get it in Sainsbury's. Bigger Sainsbury's, yeah. It's spelled Jubel. They're really nice. You go on their website as well and get a multi-pack. But yeah, the peach one's nice. Peach one's really nice. Yeah, blood orange one's decent as well. Proper summery beers. Oh. Oh, I thought my game crashed for a second there. Let's go to 20. Blackcurrant beer. I mean, to be fair, so many. Like, there's the. I can't remember. There was a brewery that did all the Aunt Bessie's ones. Like, they're more stouts and ales, but if there's a flavour you're looking for, you can find it. 20 mil. Yes, please. And we will go to 22. And this is how we're going to get a shit ton of money. Because basically, I noticed with my Forest Greens save, my weakness has been selling players and stuff. So I had a look round. I think there was a couple of people that gave this advice. There's a YouTuber called Clates. But there was a couple of people. I don't know who came up with the method first or what, but his video was the clearest instructions. Yeah, Herberti is just chucking money about.
Rolling it left, right, and centre.
The cider's like that. So I like cider, but cider doesn't like me. And I like lose all hand-eye coordination. You would say that's being drunk, but that happens literally after 2. But I'm not I'm not drunk. Honest. No. But I do like cider. It just doesn't like me too much. Set for release. You get Sean Roach if you want. He's going to be free.
If I was at Watford, maybe.
Yeah, this also gives us the. This will give us the cash just to trigger. Gabriel Edwards is. Oh, Arsenal has just offered me a job. Nope. Because you know what happens if I select a really big team in the Premier League, I get really bored and I hate it.
It's a good job, Arsenal, for you, isn't it? Boom!
I'd teed you up for that, isn't I?
Not fired. you proper set that one up.
Rudeness. Just trying to have a nice evening with my old pal. Yeah, it's like if the director of football pay rise. I want better trading facilities, you bastards. What we'll do, we'll get to the 30th of June and then we'll do our teams of the season as well.
Yep.
So I'm just getting really bored of clicking.
Oh, it's awful, that keeper. Shit. I'm just tempted just to maybe bring in a big keeper.
Oh, Crystal Palace are circling around one of your players, Gebby. Just cash in now, you know. Yeah, it was the spoons at the. Sorry, I just saw the spoons bit. There was the spoons at the Haven we stayed at, but you're paying like top price spoons prices. So it becomes less of a spoons. Their breakfasts were pretty cheap. Cool. Plus, we were it'd be good to get this cash in because we were 40 million in the red last season. We'll just check wages as well. Have we got anyone on ridiculous wages that we haven't really used? Newcastle's signed that Zena.
Have they?
Yeah.
I wonder what his wage is there. 215 grand. Fuck. I would have paid that.
Yeah. See that? I don't think this guy's a striker. I also wanted to get to the 1st of July because that Gabriel Edwards, like the season will click over as well, so he should be like super unhappy that he's in the Championship. Okay, yeah, let's go to China for our pre-season confirm whatever. Ooh, Newcastle trying to poach my goalkeeper.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Jonathan Andranda.
I currently have no keepers.
He's all right. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If you do fancy him, if you give me 25 up front, I'll accept it. But Newcastle have offered me 32 in total.
Fuck. Got Newcastle.
To be honest, I was thinking of the cash call. I lied to you, really. He played 16 games, conceded 32, so he was conceded 2 goals every game. But it would be funny if you'd have played him. About 31 mil for a free transfer I got 2-3 seasons ago. Not bad,
No.
eh? The board have agreed. So out of that 31 million upfront cash, 7.5 has been made available to me. Wonderful.
They've pocketed 24 mil.
Yeah. Where's the finances? Because it says like...
What percentage? You must be like 30%.
Yeah. Is my... Oh, he's the under 21 assistant manager. Means nothing to me.
He's nothing.
How much is that Kennedy joining Atalanta for?
I wonder if Brian have got anyone. Evan Ferguson's still there.
How much did I sell this guy for? Oh, like... Okay.
Moscow is now wrecking for Ila.
Oh, is it?
Mm.
Yeah, you can you can activate his minimum release clause.
What is it?
83 million.
Fucking hell.
But could you wait until I hear back from the board if we can increase okay.
I'll get Kamara back. My old keeper.
Good too.
I really like this. Brandon Vidal. Only 17, but his potential is unreal. I reckon I'm getting it for quite cheap as well.
Right. Have a look at one of my. Do you need a centre back?
Possibly.
Have a look at my player Adrian Basoli.
Which one?
Adrian Basoli. Have a look at that. Have a look at that, and then we're going to do Team of the Years.
I'll put a scout in, see what it looks like. Doesn't look too bad.
Cool. Right. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, you started watching Andor. Lovely. Yeah, it's good. Well, it actually it's probably quite nice that you've only ever watched Rogue One once, because Rogue One is season 3, effectively, of Andor. So, right. Let me just see what it does if I do that. Oh. I'm gonna have to do it this way. Okay. Oh. Present. Oh. So, this is Carl's Team of the Year. I was meant to put Team of the Season, but I typed Team of the Year, so apologies on that one. But you'll like this next bit. And then Carl could talk us through his weird decisions. So we've got Jordan Pickford. Oh, it's the... Oh, it doesn't... So we've got Jordan Pickford in net.
We have
There
indeed.
we go. Alanya, Virgil van Dijk, Saliba, Kirkes.
Yeah.
And then we've got Tonali, Declan Rice, Morgan Gibbs-White. There we go. Ebrichieze, left wing, Mo Salah right wing, and the one and only Isak up front. So I thought, yeah, let's do it like that, where we can see the whole team, and then we can discuss. And yeah, why Pickford?
The goalkeeper one for me was one of 3: Pickford, Sales, and Raya. Obviously, Matt Sales and Raya kept the most clean sheets. I just think for Everton, I think Pickford is just the absolute glue to their team. Like, obviously, as a ex-Sunderland player and as a Mackham himself, I generally cannot stand him.
He's always up for a laugh, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's finally taken his England form into that league. I think there's always been question marks over him in the league with some of the rash decisions and the stupid faces he makes. But I think this season, especially the first 7 months, if it wasn't for him, I think everyone would have been in a lot of trouble. To keep 13 clean sheets, it was, or 12 clean sheets, for a team that finished 15th, one behind the Golden Glove, and the 2 that beat him. Obviously, David Raya, you expect to be up there.
Well, this it is a little bit skewed this season, because it is the lowest clean sheets won it since Joe Hart in 04-05. So,
which
low bar.
I fully accept. But then again, you look at them when the players, the attackers have just got better as well. I think, like, yeah, you argue, like, obviously Alisson quality, David Raya, who's absolute quality. Like, there's keepers up there that are very good.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
I just
No,
think
that's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, the players we're going to put here are decent players. So, you know, Onana almost got in both of our teams. But I guess, so if we go to the defenders,
yeah,
obviously Saliba, Van Dijk, they picked themselves, right? There's not much that needs to be
yeah,
said about them.
no,
Ola, Anya. You've actually got two Nottingham Forest players that Juddo's happy about.
yeah. Ola Anya was for me. As I said, I think I said to you earlier, I got lost looking for a right back. And I even googled it, and they gave me Trent, and I just turned my PC off, and walked away. I think with Nottingham Forest this season, and I think again we're talking about the role they put in. I think going forward he was quality. I think defensively he was, again, Nottingham Forest finished with 13, 14 clean sheets. I thought he for the first 7 months was absolutely vital to that Nottingham Forest.
He's had a really interesting journey as well, hasn't he, as a footballer. He was out in Torino at one point, I think.
So he's again. I guess at the start of the season, if someone has said, "Oh, like that Andy's going to be there," you'd be like, "Who's he?" So I mean,
Yeah.
so I just think
used to be a good FM pickup a few years back as well.
So yeah, I think for me, I think he's been quite. I think there's a couple of Forest players that were quite unlucky not to get in. I think with Van Dijk and Saliba, you could have quite easily gone with one of the two Forest centre backs. I think they've both been good with others.
I think this year, and you might see it more with my team because Saliba, Van Dijk picked themselves, so I've picked two others just to be interesting. But I think this season has really shown that you don't have to be one of the top teams to have good centre backs. I think there's a number of good centre backs out there from like all the teams. Like you've got Jared Brathwaite, you've got I'm trying to not name my ones. So Zabani, you've got.
I haven't seen your team.
No.
Obviously, you can argue.
11 Danny Welbecks. I told you. Put Danny Welbeck 11 times.
There's a reason this season where I think, like, obviously that Dean Huijsen's off to Real Madrid already.
Yeah.
Savanya's been elsewhere. The two are obviously Forest, Mark Gahey.
Yeah, Mark Gahey.
Yeah. Everton, you just said. Harry Maguire picks himself.
Season's end, Johnny. It's gone, done.
So there's a couple of players out there that I think, that this season, I think I will quite happily say I think only one person in my 11, probably two actually, picked themselves. The rest I thought about.
Yeah, and then you got Kirkes on the left, who has had an absolute blinder of a season. Really good at the beginning of the season. I thought.
I think
stayed consistent all the way through, but I think he announced himself.
They tired, didn't they, towards the end with all the injuries they've had?
Yeah.
But I think they sort of tired. But I think again, the reason that Liverpool have offered a bid for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. It's probably Liverpool's weakest position, left back. I'm trying to even think who plays left back for them consistently.
Yeah, Robertson, isn't it? And
Robertson. So Robertson's decent, but
I think there's room for Robertson off to Scotland.
Off to Scotland. Kieran Tierney and Robertson on the flanks. Cool. Well, no, that's decent. And then midfield. So we've got Tonali, Rice, and Morgan Gibbs-White. I think Rice picks himself there. His picture is him holding the Champions League player of the match. Did he win it for both games?
Yeah, home and away against Real Madrid. Yeah,
that's good, isn't it? So.
Yeah. Declan Rice, I think, does. I think the play, but when you're looking for, because I would play Rice. I know for Arsenal he plays more of an 8. I quite like him as a 6. But again, he's got the ability to play all three, same as Tonali. I think that was sort of the thing. Like, I think again, Caicedo's had a quality season for Chelsea.
Do you know, I am denied about Caicedo because his stats
He-
are really good. I just don't think Chelsea as a whole have actually done. They've done well, but they haven't done well. I think.
Again, yeah, Chelsea's downfall was from November onward, wasn't it? Chelsea in November were 2 points behind Liverpool. They
Yeah,
finished the season scraping Champions League.
yeah. I think they finished sort of bottom of their expectations. If
Yeah,
yeah, so Jono, yeah, the season it was a bit weird this season actually because we had cup finals before the last game of the season. It's normally the other way around. So your FA Cup is normally after the season and stuff, but yeah, the Europa League and FA Cup were done before. So yeah, but Champions League and Conference League were after the last game of the season this time. I think it's something to do with the Club World Cup. Screwing it all around. Yeah. So you got Tonali.
yeah.
I think yeah, fantastic pick.
I think again, him and Rice were the two that I sort of had banker straight away. I think ever since he become available end of August after his ban, I think he's
Newcastle just hit an absolute rocket, didn't they?
yeah. I mean, he was. I get what Eddie Howe was doing, his match fitness and that, but I think from his ban, he never really got into the squad till about middle of October, where we had a little bit of middle of November, we had a bit of a bad spell. And then we went on like a 10-match winning spree, and Tonali was in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
And I think he proved that in a few. I think the Carabao Cup semi-finals against.
Still banging on about that. Bloody hell.
I think he was one of the best players. I think the final against Liverpool, his work rate was just so. McAllister couldn't touch him. I think McAllister's another one that's unfortunate not to be in there.
Do you know what? I am denied. about McAllister as well. But I'll speak about. You're actually see a lack of Liverpool players represented in both of our teams, but I think there's a reason for it, and I'll explain it once I've done mine.
Yeah, so I think Tonali and Rice, I think sort of pivotal to both Newcastle and Arsenal this year, and hopefully next season. I think both will be looking to build. I don't even know for the next 5 years, looking to build around these two players.
Yeah,
I know a lot of talk of Newcastle that obviously there's a lot of love around Bruno, but for me, I think we build a team around Tonali.
Newcastle's biggest problem is the minute a player comes through the door, they're already rumoured to be leaving, isn't it? So that's a problem in itself, right?
It's all season. It's been if Newcastle don't get Champions League, and we'll talk about it in a minute. But if Newcastle don't get Champions League, Isak's off. Now we've got Champions League. It's can they keep hold of Isak with Champions League football?
Yeah.
He's going to want it, and it's like
the goalposts
just changing the story now. Yeah. Like they've all come out and said they're happy to stay. Like with FFP, we've smashed through it. We're fine. I would be very shocked if unless a stupid offer come in for any of our 4 or 5, even Gordon, Tonali, Bruno, Botman, and Isak are the 5 players. I'm like, they're your future.
Do you know if you'd I double checked if you had Gordon in here, and if you'd have picked Gordon, there was going to be a picture of Claire Bolden just there, just to see if you'd notice.
We'll get to it, but Gordon was a question mark for me, and there's a reason I did pick him out, but there was a question mark.
So the big one, Morgan Gibbs-White. What did he do better than any other midfielder to get in your team? Cheers, Jado. Yeah, have a good night, Bob.
I think with Gibbs-White, I think the way he carries the ball forward for Forest and how good he was. Again, you're putting him up against, I think, obviously Phil Foden's had a poor season. Cole Palmer, I think, has been pretty off it this year. It started well, but died off. You could argue in there Odegaard, who I think might have his best season.
Middling season.
Yeah.
By the way, Cole Palmer's stats are still like for through balls and stuff like that, still really high. It really surprised me when I was having a look. So yeah, he was definitely a difficult one.
It was definitely a hard. But then if you look at his through ball stats, a lot of them are not. It sounds silly, but are not through down the middle. They're quite wide, and a lot of. If you watch a lot of the Chelsea shots, where his assists come from, they cut in and shoot.
Yeah.
From the wide. So I think if you took them ones away, but yeah, I think Gibbs-White. I think again a reason he's been touted with a transfer to about being Nottingham Forest, or a bigger club,
Hmm.
is the way he's carried that Forest team forward. I think defensively
Yeah. Yeah.
they've been superb, but I think Gibbs White has been their key player and has been that player in that midfield for them.
He's had a special season,
That,
and it's it's
again,
it's it's been coming, hasn't it? Because he's always been, again, another great FM buy a couple years back.
yeah, he's always a solid 7 or 8, but this season I think he's just gone that little bit beyond.
Yeah, yeah, no,
But I
definitely.
think also defensive work. If you watch Forest, I think their midfield three: Elliot Anderson, obviously ex Newcastle, Gibbs White, and they normally play someone else, and then they bring Ryan Yates on. But their midfield three, they hunt in a pack,
Yeah,
and it's they win the ball back and they turn it over, and the first thing they do is they look for Gibbs White and then they just go. So I think Gibbs White up there for me. I think one of my players of the season anyway.
no, fair enough, fair enough. No, yeah, again, like these teams of the seasons are going to have good players. We're going to miss players as well because there's only 11 spaces.
Well, you've got two we've mentioned already: McAllister and Casado, even Gravensburg for Liverpool. I think three players this season.
So up front we got Eze, Isak, and Salah. Talk me through it.
Yeah. So undeniable this. So Salah, I think, picks himself. For me, anyway. I think putting up the numbers he's put up this year just ridiculous. And I think everyone was expecting Liverpool to have such an awful season. And Arne Slot to struggle. I think, yes, their whole squad's been very good. Yes, I don't think the Premier League's been as competitive this year, but you've still got to be there to win it. And I think Mo Salah's done that job for him. He's broke the assists and goals record in the season. So yeah, I think for the right wing, I think he sort of just slots in there nicely. On the other side, now this is where I've got a little bit. How do I go with it? Because I don't think, and this is probably where it's a little bit there. I don't think Eze is a left winger.
Yeah, but he's an attacking midfield. He floats about, doesn't he? He sits off of Mateta.
Yeah, and I think he floats very well. But for me, I think Eze's had a very, and again, Palace have won the FA Cup, which I'm so grateful, so happy for them. I think he's been one of their best players. I think they stuck with their guns early on with the manager, and they kept going. And back into the season, they really deserved that push. And I think Eze was a massive. Him coming back from injury was
Glasner was like one game away from being sacked, apparently, wasn't he? So.
Yeah, so I think, but again, I did know about putting Saka and Salah either side and just letting them interchange, sort of thing. I did think of Gordon, but for me, I think Gordon had a fantastic first half of the season.
I just don't think his numbers are there.
Yeah, I think it would have been, but I think he threw his season away against Brighton when he got sent off in the FA Cup for reacting and slapping. I don't think he's ever got his form back from then, beginning of March.
And Harvey Barnes coming in doing a job as well.
Harvey Barnes was just been quality for Newcastle.
Long time coming as well.
Yeah, so I think and I think even the Man City Mamouche could have quite easily thrown Mamouche in there.
Yeah, I think his stats. He's going to have a hell of a lot of shots. He's going to score some absolute bangers. I think he pulls the trigger sometimes a bit too early, but Guardiola will work his magic and manage the fun out of him.
as he does. But yeah, there's a few options you could have gone with. I just think I wanted to get Eze in my team just because I think
it deserves a shout.
He's had a good season. Yes, and I hope he's wearing black and white next year.
Yeah, well, there's rumours, isn't there?
Yeah.
And finally, he's popped up at the bottom. Glasner is your manager. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? FA Cup winner. Always works wonders on the second season as well.
Yeah, again, I think there was...
No Big Ange?
There was, for me, when you're looking at manager season, I think Arne Slot is up there. Of course, winning the Premier League first season, I think his squad is full of star players anyway. So yeah, I I think any manager that wins the league with Nunes in their squad deserves a shout. I think for me, Eddie Howe for Newcastle, like winning the Carabao Cup and finishing in the Champions League, yes, albeit fifth in the Champions League spots for next season. I think it's Newcastle's best season for 70 odd years.
It surpassed Alan Pardew's season?
Unfortunately, so.
No, can't be
technically, Alan Pardew did finish fifth.
Yeah, I mean,
But the Carabao Cup, I mean, that speaks for itself for Newcastle fans, and like, I'm happy to. I spoke about the cup final, I think, for about 3 months every time we come on. But, I think for Newcastle fans aboard, I think it was. But I think for Glasner, like we said earlier, he was so close to being sacked at the start of the season.
Yeah.
So close.
And did one better than Alan Pardew as well, and won the FA Cup.
Yeah, he did, and he went and he stuck to his guns, which was.
And he didn't dance.
Like,
There's a positive or a negative depending on your point of view. So,
yeah, for me, a lot of people are upset. But I think how bad Andy's season's been. Yes, he won a very poor Europa League.
but
I
was making hot dogs.
He's about to be sacked. So
yeah, no,
and
you can't.
Manager the season who's about to get sacked a week later. There's a question mark why he's being sacked. So yeah, for me, that sort of pictures that, and I think we sort of glossed over Isak, but I'd like to give a shout, I think, to Mateta and Chris Wood for the striking.
Yeah, I think Mateta, fantastic.
I think Mateta and Chris Wood, have just...
I mean, Roy Hodgson, I was laughing in the FA Cup final. Roy Hodgson was in the crowd. And I think he was the one who brought Mateta, or he was the manager at the time when the club brought him in. Don't know who made the decision. But you have to, he must have been sat there thinking, hang on. So I think that's more credit to Glasner. Yeah. I wonder if he's still on sick pay. But yeah, no, I think it's a fantastic team. I agree with all the decisions, all of your picks. There's nothing there that I'm like, hang on a minute, that's just mental. I think that is a solid 11 and manager. So no, nice one. I'll click over to me. You also get to see how my name's spelled. I have a funny spelling name. So I've gone Raya, Guardiola at left back, Konsa centre back, Gabriel centre back, Reece James right back, Szoboszlai centre mid, Declan Rice centre mid, and Baliba for Brighton. Saka, I've realised I got my left and right mixed around, so I've put him on the right. But that's fine. He can do the job there. He's great. He's fantastic. Isak and Cunha. I don't know why some of these have animated, some haven't. I have no idea.
When it was there, Cunha was right off the screen. I was like, okay,
yeah.
Is he sort of playing, but only when he's asked to come on?
And then Arnie Slot bottom. So yeah, I did mine second. So Carl did his first. I think it's harder. So more credit to him. And like I said briefly, I've tried to pick players that I do think should be in a team of the year. But I didn't want to just say the same players because the likes of Salah get in. The only two that I couldn't really get rid of were Rice and Isak because I think they both are fantastic. I think Isak is just a fantastic striker. But I'll start at the back. David Raya, sort of picks himself. Golden Glove, 2 years in a row. So,
I think some of the saves he made.
Yeah, and I think back to, do you remember when Arsenal got Petr Cech in and it was the whole thing of goalkeepers get you X amount of extra points a season or you don't drop as many points. And I think David Raya, I think Arsenal would still be languishing probably fourth, fifth in the league without some of his saves.
I also think this year Arteta has finally put to bed the Ramsdale Raya. I know Ramsdale's left, but
still missing.
The argument. between them both, but I do think Raya is better.
Yeah, he's just not emotional. He just gets the job done.
His positional awareness sometimes is not great.
Yeah, I mean, when he's walking up and he stood next to the centre back, and Lewis Skelly getting that red card,
Against,
and it's like, Ray, if you were like 10 yards back, 20 yards back, that wouldn't have been in question.
He's in no man's land, isn't he? 'Cause he's not close enough to win the ball, and he's not close enough to not be lobbed. So
it's sort of extreme sweeping, but yeah, that. So I'll start with the centre backs because this is where I've completely deviated from yourself. Like Saliba and Van Dijk, I agree, pick themselves. But I just think I wanted to really shout out Gabriel, who's obviously Saliba's centre back partner, and Kiowa. Give me 2 seconds. Just give me 2 seconds. All right, sweet. Gabriel, fantastic, absolute, just rock. That I think within a partnership allows Saliba to work his best magic. Konsa, I actually picked Konsa because I think Aston Villa have had a decent season, doing the Champions League and the Premier League in one go. They were bound to struggle a bit, but I think Konsa again is just really dependable. And weirdly, it's a shame that Aston Villa are doing okay, because I think someone like, well, even Arsenal could do with. I think any team could get into any centre back position in the Premier League. Guardiola, I know Man City. I wanted to feature a Man City player, but because they still finished third and they pulled it back because they were an absolute joke at one point, but they seem to have like the worst season ever, but never seem to like get out of the running of anything. Like they were just always there haunting Arsenal. But Guardiola just fascinates me more than anything because he's such a goal threat as a defender.
Yeah, he is crazy.
And thinking of left backs as well, I've really struggled. Like there was no left backs that really jumped out at me. I thought I'd put him there.
I think left back. I mentioned I know I'm picking up, but I think the two that I think one season was ended early and one I think started a bit late. But I think if Lewis Hall had gone the whole season, could have been an argument. And I think if Lewis Skelly had come in earlier.
Yeah, I think like Lewis Skelly would be one of my sub picks, but I couldn't just make a whole 11 of Arsenal as well.
Yeah, Lewis was one of my sub picks, just purely because I think he was quality towards the end of the season.
Yeah, he's
fullbacks in general. You pick retail. I think fullbacks in general. I don't think no really massively players. Like I said, I struggled with my right back.
Yeah. I think Reece James for me. I know he's only really come back. He hasn't really had a season, has he? But I think the difference he made in that Chelsea team, just to steady the ship, and he's just got a wicked dead ball. I just like him as a right back. I think he's fantastic. And
I think
the problem is, you say, if he keeps himself fit, that's the biggest issue, right?
Yeah, I think he's England's right back for the next 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
If he lets him, that's the
yeah.
And it's managing him because
he might even be a midfielder next season. We don't know.
How did he manage him next season?
Yeah, I think he's in the right squad because they've got there's a new Chelsea player playing each week, right? So they can manage him. They've got the squad depth to do that. They're not relying on him to be 90
I think
minutes.
It was easier for them this year because of the Conference League they could play.
Yeah.
I mean, they left Cole Palmer out of their original squad for that, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? They could leave. I think this time they can't.
No, Champions League.
I think Reece James has got to decide, is he going to be a Premier League player this year or a Champions League player?
Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, I wanted to chuck him in there.
Yeah, I've done.
Jury and Timber as well. I think he's grown into the season. I think he was a bit shaky at the beginning, but I think he's got better. Ben White, he's really struggled this season. He just seemed to never be available. Or we'd play him for 60 minutes and then he wouldn't be available for the next 3 games or whatever. So hopefully he can get back on track. He's just had a kid. Yeah, so they're my 4 defenders. If I move on to the midfield, we've got Szoboszlai, Rice, and Belieber.
Rice picks himself.
Yeah. I mean, I'll start with Szoboszlai. I think the Liverpool games I've watched, the big chances he creates, or just slotting that ball through, he's a fantastic player, absolute. And I think he's really. Last season he was finding his feet to a degree. He was still very good. But I think this season he played like 36 games or 34 games or something. In the Premier League, he played a real high number. Let's see if I can find it. But yeah, I just think he is a really, really fantastic player, and I think that Liverpool midfield is really interesting with McAllister, Szoboszlai. Who else do they play? Endo, no. Or not Naby Keita either. Ryan Gravenberch, yeah. I think Gravenberch for me, he seems to pop up with big moments. And I think he'll only get better next season. I think this season he cracked it. You got Curtis Jones as well. But yeah, out of that Liverpool midfield, it was Szoboszlai for me personally.
To be fair, I didn't think of Szoboszlai. I was thinking of McAllister, but I think out of the two, Szoboszlai is better.
Yeah, Szoboszlai made 36 appearances, 6 goals, 6 assists, and 12 big chances created. Don't know what. Oh, yeah, so
that's just passing the ball to Nunes in front of goal.
Yeah. And then, if I go to Nunes, it's 12 big chances missed.
But it's not 36 games played, it's 3.6 games played.
Yeah. It's no, so and then Belieber is sort of my wild card that I picked because I think Brighton have had a really good season. There was question marks where, the new manager coming in, what he could do. I think Belieber's going to be another one of these Brighton transfers. They pay, I don't know what they pay for him, probably not a lot. And then
7 million or something stupid.
It was, let me see if I can find it.
Not cheaper.
Squad. James Milner, he almost got in. Yeah, he played 27 times last season, but this year he's added a couple of goals. He got 3 goals, one in the EFL Cup as well. He's 21, and I think if, let's say, for example, Arsenal sell Partey, he might be someone to look at. He's just an interesting player. I'd probably say just keep an eye out for him next season. I just think, I wanted to again feature a player from Brighton because they've had a great season.
There's a few from Brighton that you could have probably thrown in.
Accurate long balls, 83. 33.
Minter, Welbeck.
Yeah, he's got a 55% tackle success, but again, he's 21. I think the potential here is just mental. And then going up front, star boy, future Ballon d'Or winner Bukayo Saka. I mean, it said it all. I think if you just go and watch, or if you did watch when he came back from injury and the Arsenal crowd.
I don't argue. I think that spell between him being injured, I think, really did cost Arsenal. I don't disagree, but I think he's a very, very good shout.
I think he's fantastic. I think he's just such a nice guy as well.
Not Formula One fans are saying at the moment.
Oh, is he done? Okay.
He refused to do an interview on the race, so they had all the England players at the race
Yeah.
in Spain, and they were going up talking to them all, and they went to Saka, and he went, "No, no, thank you."
Well, if he said no, thank you. I mean,
So yeah, it's not gone down well on Sky Sports.
oh, well, Sky Sport. To be honest,
I think it's more the fact. I think football fans just jumping on Saka for the sake of it.
yeah, but he's fantastic for club and country.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then yeah, so you had Salah, and yeah, Salah, fantastic. Like you said, broke many records.
If you were picking your best 11, you'd have both in the team. Reality is you would have both in the team.
Yeah.
You'd make them figure out how to use their right foot.
Yeah.
One of them will do it.
One of them will do it. But yeah, and then I've picked Cunha as well because I just think, well, he's got his move to Man United. I'm pretty sure that's gone all the way through, right? Or they're just waiting for the ink to dry.
Finalised deals, yeah.
I just think Cunha is just a mercurial, magical sort of talent, and I think he will, if they can keep him firing. Not even so much the goals are bloody helpful, but how he links play and how he links from midfield defence all the way up to the striking. Because he had not Jacob Brun Larson, but he had Strand Larson up front. And the amount of times those two linked up to get goals was really impressive. And I think he will do a job at Man United.
Question mark over Cunha. I think I agree. Quality player. It's just his temper.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
That's the only thing.
But he's gone to the perfect club, right? Because it's just full of egos, so they can all just ego each other. I think he'll do well. Isak in the middle. I mean, easy pick. Yeah, he'll be at Newcastle next season. No doubt about it. After that, I think, to be honest, someone like Real Madrid are going for him. I think all these other Premier League teams will, sniff at him. But I think
back in Spain where he was.
Yeah, before. or a Paris Saint-Germain. I think someone will just maybe not even offer the most, but I think because he was at Sociedad. So I think I don't see him. Or I think, to be honest, Newcastle will get the best out of him, and then he'll get a big money move to maybe another Premier League club, and in a couple of years' time, and it won't quite be the same. I think he's got a really good midfield behind him. I think everything's just working for him, and he's good.
Surprisingly, his link up with Jacob Murphy has provided the most assists in a season. Like assist to goal. Murphy to Isak has been the most contributed. Like
what for Newcastle, not Premier League.
Yeah, I think this season might be Premier League, but I think for Newcastle was
because it's Son and Harry Kane, I think, lead it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. In a season, it is, yeah. It is, unless it's changed, but I think that. But and then before that, it was Henry and Pires. But I just chuck that in there. But yeah, so that is my team. It's a little bit more wildcardy. Just wanted to highlight a few different players.
Sat now, and I'm thinking a few more players that haven't been mentioned that could have been.
So a couple of my subs were weirdly a Tottenham player, Van der Ven. I think when he's fit, he's fantastic. Yeah. Not team of the season. He's been injured way too much, and he's been in a dog awful Tottenham team. But he leads last ditch challenges, I believe, in the Premier League this season.
That's just pure pace, isn't it? He's got unreal pace.
Rapid, absolutely rapid.
But also explains why he's always out of a hamstring injury.
Yeah, true. Who else were you thinking then, Carl?
Obviously, I said that obviously earlier Lewis Kelly was one I put on the bench, and John Philippe Mateta on the bench. But I think you could have also argued Eight Nori for Wolves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think consistent all the time. Does sort of a job for them.
Anthony Robinson almost got in my squad.
Yeah, Robinson for Fulham, I think, was another one. I think there's a Fulham player that I can't think of his name. A little bit.
What, midfielder, defender?
I think possibly a midfielder, might play on the wing.
Let's have a look. Iwobi?
Yeah.
Calvin Bassey, centre back?
I think Calvin Bassey's a good little player.
I nearly put Mikel Damsgaard in as well, because he's had an absolute... you got Willian, Nelson, Goddo, Iwobi, Jimenez, Muniz.
I think Andreas Pereira for...
Oh, yeah.
I think for... in that midfield for Fulham.
Ex-Man United Pereira, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, even at Fulham, Anderson. Look at that team now. Joachim Anderson. I think he's a good defender.
That is the thing. The Premier League do have some bloody good players, don't
they?
Yeah. Jared Bowen almost got to my subs. It'd be really interesting as well if you watch this video. If you've got thoughts, share them. Because there's loads of players we've missed out or omitted that could fit this. Probably no Man United players or Tottenham or Southampton.
I'd say Man United. I think one player that you probably could throw in there, I think, is Amad Diallo.
Yeah, but is it like he's had a very good season, but is that because everyone else has been dog awful around him? Like, he's a good player, but because like Bruno Fernandes was also on my maybe pile, but my problem with Bruno is, as much as he solves problems, he also creates problems for his team.
Yeah.
So, find it difficult. I found it difficult to justify him being in the team, but he's dug him out
again as well. You could shout. I think Marcus Rashford's had a good half of the season for Villa. Asensio, who's gone there. These are players that were not wanted as well from their clubs.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think you're right there. It's that's a big thing. Oh, my director of football's gone in for that Gabriel Edwards. Okay. Yeah, it was fun fact about Man United. You know, so they got two of Arsenal's youngsters, Heaven and Chido Obi, up front. And that Chido Obi, like, he broke sort of all the youth goal scoring records when he was there at Arsenal. Like, he scored 10 goals in one game and stuff. And you hear it a lot of players like that, but I'm fascinated to see what he does, what kind of chance he gets. Because obviously he left Arsenal to, yes, get more game time.
Yeah.
Or he couldn't see a path into the first teams.
I'm intrigued to see what people like Man United do this season.
Are there any while we're talking teams and stuff, and again, please comment on the video if you have any thoughts. What is there any standout signings for, I mean, Brighton in general, but
I think do you know what really this might be one outside. It might when we come back to in a year's time and laugh at me at. But I think Florian Wirtz is a fantastic footballer. I don't think he's a £100 million player.
Yeah, I think that's pretty stupid.
That's just my. I think Florian, and I think Liverpool are probably signing a very, very good player. But maybe I don't watch enough Bundesliga to see the full flow of Florian Wirtz.
He is very good. He's like a cross between Kai Havertz and Mesut Ozil.
Yeah. But I'm intrigued to see. I think this will be a massive summer for transfers.
Yeah, I think where all the clubs past FFP.
Yeah. Well, Newcastle have been told they've got 200+ million to spend.
The thing is with that,
to spend 200 million.
It's going to drive all the prices up.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. But I think that's where Newcastle have been very good with their business over the last few years. They've not. If someone like with Gahey, we moved the post that they. We offered one amount, they offered the other amount. We met them, they went again. We pulled out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's the thing with Newcastle this season is they need Plan B and C in place before they go all in Plan A. But what I can gather, the reason that this Mitchell's left is last season we were trying to sign Gahey, and in the background he was trying to sign Torpedo from wherever he was before West Ham signed him.
Oh yes. Oh, was that
young Clee Torpedo? He was trying to sign him behind Eddie Howe. So they had a bit of a fallout from day one, but sounds like we dodged a bullet on him.
Yeah. It makes you think maybe that guy, if he's sort of thinking of those kind of players, because I think. Have
I got £140 million transfer budget? Who have I sold that I didn't know I sold? I've got players that I didn't even have. Arsenal loaned a guy off me and they paid 40 million for him.
Oh, nice.
Hugo Martins, Juventus. Nice. £142 million to spend, £1 million a week on wages.
Oh, this could be a bugger to find this guy now.
So if you were going to go, let's do club now, just for your club, do Arsenal, I'll do Newcastle after.
Yeah.
Who would you say was Arsenal player of the season? I think we all know, but
Declan Rice.
Yeah,
that was an easy one.
That was the easy one. Who would you say was your unsung hero?
Kiwa, probably.
Oh, okay.
I mean, think about it. Gabriel gets snapped. He's gone. He's dead for the rest of the season. You have to, you got Champions League games. You got Real Madrid, stuff like that. Yeah. You've been in and out of the squad, playing every position under the sun. And our defensive form was not impacted by him being there. I think he was fantastic.
I thought you were going to say Moreno.
No. I'm still unsold on Moreno.
Yeah.
I think
that's fair enough.
I think he's good, but I feel like he's still like. I think he will be better next season. I still think he's like playing catch up
Yeah.
And that sort of makes me hope that we get players in early so we can have proper pre-seasons.
Fair enough.
Yeah. How about yourself? So, Newcastle player of the season?
Tonali.
Yeah.
I think there's a few for Newcastle where we could have gone with options. But I just think he was the glue in the end that we just missed at the start of the season. When he come in, it just all clicked. I think you could argue players like Dan Burn have had a very good season. Tino's had a good season. Isak, Murphy. But I just think Tonali was the glue for us.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
And then unsung hero. Is Jacob Murphy, I think. It's a toss up between Murphy and Barnes. I think more Murphy because even myself, and I say it all the time, you ask any Newcastle player, what's the one position you want to improve on this year? Every single one of them will say right wing.
Yeah.
Jacob Murphy has more assists than both Gordon and Barnes this season combined.
Really?
Which is absolutely crazy to think. I don't want Newcastle to sell Jacob Murphy at all. But yeah, he's one that I just think 35 games for Newcastle in the Premier League, 8 goals, 12 assists. Like, you can't. I think for Newcastle, it's been his most prolific season in football completely. So yeah, I think he's been our player. I like Gordon. I think he's one that again. Arsenal, Liverpool looking at him. I think.
Who's that? Sorry.
Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, I think he's a lot of hot air.
This season, I think in the Premier League, 6 goals, 6 assists, and Murphy's got more. And then Barnes' assists, I think, let him down. 5 assists. So Gordon and Barnes together have got 25 in 66 games. Murphy has 20 in 36.
Oh dear.
So I just think that's where it's been. Who would you say for Arsenal has been the player you've not been impressed with?
Tomiyasu.
Yeah.
He hasn't been here.
Yeah.
No, I find I've said this many times. I find Martinelli really frustrating. I just find him so frustrating. His decision making. I don't know. I just find it really frustrating on the wing. I know the system Arsenal are trying this whole recycling of the ball, and it's not just down to him. But I just find like sometimes if you give him the ball, he runs with it, he holds it up, he stands it up, and then most of the time does a pretty naff cross, or he'd do quite a naff shot. So he just disappoints me.
Fair enough.
I think that's the area we could easily upgrade.
Yeah.
Like I like Trossard. I like him as a squad player. I like the impact that he makes. What disappointed me as well with Arsenal, just in general, was when Saka was out. None of those Saka's a generational talent, but no one, Raheem Sterling, for example, no one seemed to be able to step into that position and at least make it viable.
Yeah.
So that disappointed me as a team. Yeah. Raheem Sterling was a big disappointment. He wasn't part of the transfer plans. It was an opportunity that popped its head up right at the end, right? It
Yeah.
was like it was a gamble. It didn't pay off. We haven't lost anything really. There's no obligation to buy. So
Yeah. I think with Sterling, I think clubs will never admit it, and I do think it was a sort of a last-minute panic.
no.
With the hope he might perform some
miracle.
Yeah, which it didn't work out. And you know what? The deal that Arsenal got for the loan wasn't an awful deal, so you can't
No.
you can't sniff it. So, fair.
Yeah. How about
So
you?
for me, I think I think there's probably two for Newcastle. I think Sean Longstaff was never ever a world class player, quality player, whatever. But I expected more from him this year.
Yeah.
Competing against three of the best midfielders in the Premier League for his position, it's always going to be hard. But I think even when he's come on, he's just looked awful. He passed the ball sideways, or he passed it to the other team. I think there was one game he come on for like 6 minutes, he gave away a ball 3 times. He was awful. And I think the other one for me was such a shame, because I just generally think he's a quality player. And I love him. It's just Joe Willock. I just think where we're moving, unfortunately for Willock, you could see why Arsenal let him go.
Yeah.
I think he's I think Fulham are sniffing around 25 million for him. And you can see he's a very good mid-table team player. He's going to stand out in some games.
Yeah.
He's going to miss out on a few. But yeah, I just think, unfortunately for us, Willock this year, even towards the back end of the season when he's played, he's just head down run sort of player, and it's a shame. But I think they're the two for me. I think Willock and you can say Almiron, who we sold in January. Never really got any minutes at the start of the season, but I think his number was up. We kept him.
Yeah, I think he falls under the same category, right? He was a cult hero, but where you're trying to push to,
yeah,
he wasn't there, was he?
Nah, I think the one as well. I think I was more shocked at the fact we managed to sell him was Lloyd Kelly. I was looking forward to seeing Lloyd Kelly.
Yeah, that was a weird one for him.
Debut against, we got him on a free. He made his debut against Chelsea, where he got man of the match in like August, September. And then just flops. like he forgot to kick a ball. It was just crazy. But yeah, so he was another one that was a bit.
He went to Juve, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, went on loan.
He made 12 appearances when he was under loan, and then he's made 0 since.
It was only just the deal's only just gone through.
Oh, so he made 12 appearances.
Because it had to wait till they mathematically qualified for the Europe.
Yeah.
The deal went through on the 1st of June.
Right.
But yeah, basically, there's such a weird £20 million we made off of him, pure profit. Yeah, so it was a weird one. That one.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm intrigued with it. And then, who realistically would your top 3 targets be?
I love my wife.
I think we need a midfielder. I think with Jorginho going, Partey possibly might be going as well. We need someone as Partey's replacement, or to support him as well, like someone else who Declan Rice can play with, or if Declan Rice is out of the that's a big ask, but we need centre midfield options. So I'd probably say like Arsenal are going to get a striker, either Sesko or Gorkrez. Zubamendi's coming in, so maybe that answers that question to a degree. But he's going to take a little bit of time, I think. Who else? I think left wing is a massive one. I'm trying to think of left wingers. Anthony from oh no, he's a right winger, isn't he? That cuts in on his left. I don't know. I mean, even maybe casting a rod out there for. I think we've got this Spanish sporting director, right? Who's like worked with Atletico Madrid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think just like with Arteta and his team, we're going to pivot towards Spanish players. We've already shown that, or La Liga players. So I think someone like, it won't go through, but Iñaki Williams. I think we'll get a left winger from Spain. I'm not too clued up on who that would be. I think with the left wing position, I think we should try and get someone with quite high potential. I think Martinelli's still got a season in him. Maybe having someone coming in, splitting it up. I think it always confused me, and I think again it was because of injuries. Martinelli, like, why didn't we try and play him through the middle more? But then I don't think we consistently had people for the left wing, so we like Trossard couldn't play every minute that over there, if you know what I mean. So it was. I'm
just reading, sorry, that Brian Bueno has decided to join Man United.
Yeah, solid signing for them. I think Man United, transfer-wise, I think someone like Mbeumo, they need to get sort of proven talent in, not someone that might be good in 4 years' time. I think they need to get, like, your Cunhas and your Brian Mbeumo's, like, people that should hit the ground running.
Yeah. Just shocked. That's a Newcastle we'll link with.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal will link with them as well.
Someone made a good point though. How is that? How they've not broken PSR yet? It's crazy.
I think the thing with PSR is it takes a few years for it to catch up with you.
Yeah, but I think I was reading Man United.
But the whole Jim Ratcliffe thing it's probably fuzzied the books a bit, right?
Hidden some things, yeah.
Especially where they've got this 2-tier system now. Like, I'm no expert on it. But that must have done something. They wouldn't have done it that way if it didn't benefit everyone, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm still intrigued with how many United do next year. I think Mbeumo and Kuna are very good signings, but where do they fit in? Al Nassr have offered me absolutely nothing. Reject.
Oh, my Japanese wonder kid. Benfica or something or Braga put in a £4 million offer. He's got a £16 million release clause. I was like, well, they can pay that, and he was like, no.
Just sold Atalanta's new player.
Yeah, Hibernian are like after all my players.
I'm looking at like this big name signing boost shirt sales.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
got
is that
4
like
players.
a requirement?
No, it's just about sign this player, this big name player. It just tells you. So there's 4 players and there's him. 3 of the 4 players I'm trying to sell. I'm trying to cash in now what I can.
Yeah, I'm
Like
just going.
Florian Wirtz, I've got a year left. If I can get Inter Milan, I've offered £6 million for him.
It's not bad at all.
Take him off the books.
Yeah, his wages alone. Like,
That'll pay for 2 players.
yeah.
Just waiting to see if there'll be a like wall player come up. But for Kunda Ilai, I'm not paying 8 million on him.
Well, he's there if you need him. Is Shayan Jafari? Oh, well, some youth player that I've got.
Potential looks unreal, but I've sold a 15-year-old for £1 million.
Have you?
Yep.
I've
Why am I
currently got 81 million in the bank.
That was me. Oh, 85.
And my wage budget is like, I've got 400 grand a week extra currently.
You go and buy 2 players, 3 players, or you go and get one big player.
I've just signed a player for 47 million.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like Gabriel Edwards, left back from Hull.
Oh. Well, that's a player you've been looking for ages.
Yeah. When Hull were in the championship, I was like trying to tease him out, and he was just like, "Nope,
No, thank you.
no."
Tempted to sign Lenny Euro. That's worrying.
On Lenny Euro with all his crosses on him.
Not for 65 million, I'm not. It's a buck right off.
Let's have a look. Who am I? Bloody hell. He's moved around a bit now. Oh no. Oh, he's there. Oh, let's have a look at David's. Oh, he got relegated. He's still there though? Oh, he is. Wanted by Coventry and Sparta Rotterdam. How did he get on? Wasn't bad. Do you know what? He scored a fair few goals in the Spanish league, old David Soley. 18, 12, 15, 17. Oh, he was 4th top goal scorer? Yeah, I'm not going to afford him. I'm not going to afford him either. Should have bought him when he was not worth 162 million. Or at least tried. Is that a record? Yeah, 40. No. Do. Yeah, like Hibs. Let's have a look at Hibs because they are just like. I spent 20 mil on one of my players. But yeah, every time I put a player up, they're chucking like.
Just
I
won
spent
it.
30 mil last season. They finished 5th. Oh, they came second a couple seasons ago. They've been getting Europe quite frequently, so that probably explains that. FC Bayern Montero offer accepted. Mohammed offer accepted. Bayern are pulling no punches.
Not as much
Can't-
as I thought I'd have to spend for them, though.
No.
So, the Montero's 30 million up front with 25 million over 3 years. And then
Yeah.
this Mahmood one is worth 30 million, 30 between 30 and 45. So I thought, oh, I'll offer them 30, see what they want. And they just accepted it. I was like, all right.
Nice.
He's a youngster, so it keeps the wage down as well, but he's not like a awful youngster now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn that Williams.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I did try and play it cheeky, like an optional fee of like 70 million, but they want 170 million optional fee.
Bit
So I
much,
accepted it. I'm not buying him. It'll do for a season. Need to add a couple of players to my team.
What have I got? Oh, Scott McKenna. Yeah, I remember you. He's the like 16-year-old. Well, he's 20 now. Irish guy that.
Like my right back, I'm going to have to play for the start of the season. Is a 15-year-old. He just turned 16. But I've got no choice. My other right back's out for 4 months.
Have you checked your dev setup?
That's where I got him from.
Ah, right.
Yeah, that's where I got him from. I'm gonna, if it gets done, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have a year with Jude Bellingham,
Oh yeah.
35 years old. A year of Jude. Doesn't want to talk to me.
Blimey. What about Job?
We'll see if Job's on the game. He's at Celtic.
Huh. Celtic have like a really weird team in this.
What a weird. So he's at Sunderland.
Hmm.
Went to Napoli for 50 million.
Oh yeah.
Newcastle then signed him for 54 million. Real Madrid then signed him for 62 million.
Yeah.
Arsenal for 12 and then Celtic for 7. But like he's classed as a midfield striker, but his best season's been 11 goals. And that was in France.
Yeah, there's a white. I can't remember where it is.
What a weird.
Where you can see. How old is he? Oh, he's 32. I don't know why I've put scout on him. I've never been a 2-year-old.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Tell you where the Saudi money is at the moment. It's in Germany.
Oh, they chucking money at you.
Not me. I've got one player, but they're being linked with a lot of players. I'm looking at. I threw a bid in for Gabby just for the sake of it.
Oh yeah.
A 35-year-old, but he wants £700,000 a week.
£700,000 a week.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's on that at Man City. 675 is on at Man City. He can stay at Man City.
Yeah. Good luck with that, pal.
Ooh.
Hmm. Who's transfer listed for what then?
Joe Bellingham has given his priority to join Borussia Dortmund.
Oh. Oh, what, in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dortmund want to lower the bid, but Sunderland want 40 million.
Don't know who to sign. Still trying to get rid of some of my players. Oh yeah, still need a goalkeeper. Yeah, we haven't had like a Turkish player yet. Normally I find one that's like really good. Even off. No. Let's have a look at some of your players. Vinkovic. Leeson. Gira, Gilmore. Varela? Yo, Goldie, how's it going, bub? Cole, all your players were old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were.
Lovely stuff. No, good to hear, man. Good to hear. Yeah, Sarah had a great one. Yeah, she did all right. She did all right. Yeah, she went out, and then we went and watched Mission Impossible at the cinema, then grabbed a few beers afterwards. But no, it was good. Cheers. Oh, we got to cast that hook out, get a few teams interested, and we can get them to go head to head on each other. So long story short to why we went and watched Mission Impossible was, I think it was end of last year. Basically every Thursday, Sarah and I would watch a Mission Impossible movie. So because I love Mission Impossible 2. I don't like Tom Cruise. He creeps me out. But Mission Impossible 2 is like just such, it's directed by John Woo, who loves explosions and doves. Does a movie called Hard Boil with Chow Yun-fat. It's like a Hong Kong director. And I love Mission Impossible 2. It's just so stupid, but I love it. So I was watching that one evening, and then what we did, I think Sarah came in from work, or she was out, or whatever. She came in the room, sat down and started watching a bit of it with me. Or maybe we just decided we were going to watch Mission Impossible 2. Maybe that was it. And I was like, you're going to love it. She found it okay. But then we decided we're going to watch 1 through 7, I think. I don't know which one this is. Is this 8? And we sat there and we watched them all once a week. And then we were like, right, when this one comes out, we're going to watch it in the cinema. So for us, we had a journey, a quest to complete. But movie-wise, I don't think it's the last one. I think they're saying that to get people in the cinema. But I do think Tom Cruise is aged out of the role. I think it will be, if they make another one, it will be he'd be more of like an advisor, even a cameo probably. It was okay. I thought the last one was better. But there was a lot of camera trickery to keep Tom Cruise. Like, he still did his big stunt that he does in every movie. But a lot of the other stuff was... like, some stuff just happened off screen and stuff, so... It was yeah. It's a bit weird. But no, I wouldn't rush out to see it or anything. I saw a game, Goldie. I was going to message you actually. It's called Nightingale, and it's like base buildery, but it's take a look. It's called Nightingale. I think they just did like a whole revamp thing. There's like a lot of survival elements and stuff. Oh, fair enough. There you go. Perfect, eh? Yeah, I was umming and ahhing whether to give it a go. But if you've played it, and you said, I might. Yeah, I think Cody does. I think Cody does. What I want to see, but I think I need to wait till it comes out now, or watch it. Well, the one I tried to watch was terrible quality. Was the Thunderbolts. More intrigued by it than anything. I haven't really watched a Marvel. Oh, I say I haven't watched a Marvel movie since Shang-Chi. I did watch that new Captain America movie, and it was awful. So that was the last one I watched. How's it going over in Bayern Munich, Carl?
Yeah, we're good. I think we're ready to rock and roll.
You got any players you want to loan out to your old pal?
No, but I've just sold
No, okay.
Warner for 45 million. So that's put me a little bit of dollar in the pocket. What are you looking for?
Well, just a world-class striker that I could win the Premier League with. Nah, left winger, but you've only got one.
Yeah, I'm not. I've just signed the young Tottenham left winger. But back up.
I used to have
Looks like
signed
I'm
this skill for.
Looks like I'm keeping volume width for another year.
Is he failing on the contract kind of thing?
Apparently, you keep saying he's going to stay for another year.
It's like, mate. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Oh, how did Jordan Price get on? Yeah, he got 2 goals, so that was good. Let's have a look. See if there's any we're just gonna scout Barker apparently. I can only find left-footed players as well. I'm gonna blow my whole scouting budget on bloody Boca Genius. Who's putting a bid for him? Oh, Boca. Server build. Bloody hell. You can, can't you? Yeah, you can you can put the ad block on. Yeah, because my router downstairs, the Eye of Sauron, you can sideload it with like VPNs and stuff, but I tried it once. I followed these instructions where you built your own ad blocker and VPN using like open software, and I killed the internet. I just killed the internet to our house. So that was the first and last time I touched that. Carl, my favorite strategy of rolling the dice and getting Argentinians is not working.
You know, to find a different strategy.
No.
No.
No. I'm gonna blow all my scouting budget on Argentinian players. Oh shit. Now I've got these three. I've got three computers in here linked over network. It's really handy. Some files and stuff. But that's as far as I've got with networking and stuff. Oh, I'm going to ask my director of football this in a minute. Because I am... director of football request. Left. Suggest. Shakhtar Donetsk, eh? Oh, he's 29 though, come on, man. I like that it says he tries long range free kicks. His free kick taken is 18, so that is fair enough. Yeah, let me know. Let me know.
About to be about a striker, I think.
Oh yeah, the old classic. Oh, you're doing a false nine?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I've just had my strikers potentially go.
What, just got on a plane and left?
Yeah, no, Atlanta would offer 45 million for him. But we accepted it. Big on a striker, not £200 million big, but big.
Juju Creepy.
£200 million.
One of the Real Madrid strikers, they got like 7 of them. Well, they did have like 7 of them. Have I not got... I've got really good scouting coverage in like Central Africa, but I don't think I've ever found a player from Central Africa. You won't be surprised, but South America is... I'm on it.
Who's on it?
Oh, I say that. There's a guy from Mozambique I'm scouting. It's fun. I don't know. I don't know if Mozambique... I don't know where Mozambique is, Africa. I thought it was more on the coast. Anderlecht. Playing them in a friendly. They must have players. No, they don't. Is he this player that we're paying big bucks for? Hmm. Spent a lot of money on him. Oh, Joe Bellingham. I was not interested in joining him.
He's also awful.
Brutal.
Two seconds, pal.
Yeah, no worries. Nah. It's big money. It's big money that we don't want to spend. So, oh, Golden Glove is right. That's a bit of a naff where I'm trying to find a goalkeeper. Let's give them 10 up front. Yeah, all right. He actually looks like a solid goalkeeper. Hmm. Just chuck some money at a goalkeeper. Just gonna let my scouts do their thing, I think, for a bit. Because I haven't got a bad squad. I think the big thing I needed to clear out and get some, yeah, and get some decent money in. Well, Crystal Palace have a striker from Mexico, Maturano. He just won the Golden Boot at the World Cup, and he's your 200 million. It's worth 177 to 224 million.
Jesus. They beat England in the final as well.
What did they?
1-0.
Mm, 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 mm. Oh, it's back in South Africa. Chile were the holders of the World Cup. They'd won it the time before.
Oh, they got him. You sure that's not just updated now?
No, because Mexico won it, didn't they? Did you say
No,
Chile won it?
Yeah, Chile won it. History, past winners. Yeah, it was Spain. Spain beat Netherlands last year. Well, this is anything to go off. England win the World Cup next year. Then they come second, then they come third, and then they come second again.
Hmm.
That's my first game. So,
Let's just go player ratings. I put a bid in for like 4. I think I have. Assists. Oh, Hugo Larson. What a legend. Hmm. Oh, Ireland were in the World Cup.
I might find out what happened with my striker and I might call it.
Yeah, no worries.
You're happy to carry on if you want to carry on a bit longer.
No. I'm hitting a dead end. Oh, Rodrigo
Yeah.
Miguel scored a hat trick. I'm having one of those where I think I need to.
Go away for a few days, come back.
Yeah, because I can't find a left winger.
I wonder if I've got any of my youngsters that are not. Problem is, I've got one here. Omar Mahmood that I've just bought from Tottenham.
Hmm.
The issue is he's one of them that he's got good stats, but it's more potential.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can loan him to you, but
Well, I was yeah, I was gonna I was actually looking at him, and then you put a bid in, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna win that head to head. So he is on my radar. Away. No, I just got. I'm putting a bid for this 28-year-old goalkeeper from Sporting.
Oh, okay.
Who looks pretty good. 11 clean sheets last season.
Nice. I'm literally going with the I'm going to score more than you because my keeper is at the moment not great.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
It's different with Bayern Munich. You can afford that. You're going to dominate most teams.
as long as you've got the big players in, Carl. Or it might be a short visit.
We've got the big players in.
Yeah, maybe it shot like last season. I had 12 players on out on loan. I was like, no, we're not doing that again. We're only,
Cashing on some of them.
yeah. Did I have Mark Hudson on loan then? And I bought him for 27 million. I did not realise I had him on loan previous to that. My director of football is trying to spend our whole transfer budget on bloody goalkeepers. Ah, my Boca scouting. It's all come in. Hmm. Well, they were all a bit shit. Except one. I found a wonder kid at Boca. Grossi. If you want to have a look at him. Centre mid.
Yeah, Boca Juniors.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Grossi?
Marcelo Grossi.
Yeah.
Scout on him.
Might as well. I've just got way too many midfielders still. Like I've got midfielders that have potential.
Yeah.
But I don't really have a slot for another.
Tell you what, I brought the wage budget down by buying by £1 million a week.
Really?
Yeah, when I first took over, I was spending 6.1. I'm now on 5.2.
Oof.
Hoping
It's
to
not
get
bad
that
considering all those players like 10% rises and stuff would have kicked in as well.
Yeah. Obviously, getting rid of Musiala was on 300 grand a week. That's a big one.
Hmm. Oh, who's this Japanese player? We do love a Japanese player.
That wasn't on my list of things to happen.
Yeah.
I was trying to my striker had an offer in from Atalanta, whatever, to go there,
Yeah.
and it said would be upset if he wasn't allowed to speak to him, but he rejected them.
Oh, really?
So yeah, but I had the deal for Andy Williams done, but now I can't afford it.
Would he be better than... Hey, how's it going, Titan Pup? Thanks for stopping by, bud. Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. We plodding along. We're just doing our transfer window for 2038. We're just having a look. Yeah, but we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Just doing a network save. We went through our teams of the season as well for the Premier League. So yeah, it's been a nice stream. I don't know. I think there might be better strikers out there, but he is tempting. Might have a little look around. Oh, lovely. Oh, wow. Oh, look at this. We've been offered the France international job or the Spain one. But this isn't what this save's about, unfortunately. I don't think I've ever been offered the Spain or France job.
He gone big.
Apparently.
Oh no, it's not. So I got the filter open. I thought the Newcastle job was available then. We were about to jump ship
Oh,
again.
God, yeah. We yeah, so this save, this was sort of just going to be our save until FM25 was coming out in March. Obviously, that's not happening. But what we did is Carl and I, because we're doing a network save, Carl's failed upwards, and I'll tell you about that in a bit. But basically, we simulated the game for 10 years, and then we picked 2 teams that were in League 2. So I picked Forest Green, mainly because they're quite interesting. They had like an 8,000 capacity stadium.
I picked Bayern Munich.
You picked Bayern Munich from the start. Yeah, they were in League 2.
We're gonna get English League 2, not just any League 2. They're England's League 2.
And yeah, we've done really well. We went back to back. We won League 2, then auto promoted into League 1. Missed out, lost in the playoff finals for the championship, but then the next season we came in second, I believe. But then we've been stuck in the Premier League sort of bottom, bit of a relegation scrap each year. But hopefully we're pushed forward. My goal is to get Europe with Forest Green, basically. Carl's had a bit more of an adventure than I have. Carl you started at Swindon, right? Many moons ago.
Started at Swindon, missed out on the playoffs, lost in the playoffs. They then got taken over and sacked me.
Oh, so yeah. Because it was that classic, we pressed continue and Carl didn't have a club anymore. There was like no notice.
It was the takeover dismissal, which then I went to Reading. Yeah, got them promoted to League 1. Then struggled, got offered the lead job in the Premier League. Was there for a week, hated it. Went to Watford in League 1.
Who did you go to, sorry, before Watford?
Went to Leeds for that week, didn't I?
You did, yeah. Yeah, you Brian Cloughed it, didn't you?
Yeah, and I was like, no, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it properly. Went back to League 1, went to Watford. We've just been relegated. We got back to back. Won League 1, come second in League 2. And then we jumped ship at game week 33 to Bayern Munich because the writing was on the wall for us to get relegated.
Yeah.
We got offered the Bayern job.
Yeah, I still don't know how that happened.
And we were, when I joined them, they were in the Champions League quarter-final against Man City. We're drawing 1-1. We won 2-0, I think.
Yeah.
But lost to Ajax in the semi-final.
My Ajax.
Yeah.
Oh, George Santos, 58 million. Why are you worth 58 million? Oh, it's this guy. I don't know what you would do better, to be honest. How'd you get good youth intakes? Mine's still awful, considering I'm a Premier League team. I have, well, they're better than they were. I mean, obviously upgrading the facilities. I don't know whether, and I assume they must do, your staff. I don't know which staff member it would be. I assume it would be some kind of youth manager. Head of youth development. Maybe if you got a better head of youth development, possibly. Yeah. Oh, she's not very good. Working with youngsters, so I assume. But that's working with them, so they're already in the door, right? But yeah, probably the two. There's probably some real finicky way of cheesing it, where you become like you set up like networks of teams from real like, basically it's just people smuggling. Cool, we got a better goalkeeper in. That's wonderful news. My sporting director is still trying to spend a whole transfer budget on goalkeepers. Just be 25 for the minute. Yeah, this guy's a lot better at one-on-ones and stuff. But our South Korean guy still kept a hell of a lot of clean sheets, considering he's crap. I think he kept like 5 or 6. Before Carl jumped the Watford sinking ship, I mean, this was basically Titanic levels of sinking. Like, Carl would hit an iceberg. Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Blanchett are running around. Carl only had one goalkeeper, and he got injured for like 6 weeks, something like that. Carl decided to play didn't really have a choice. You had some 16-year-old, but Carl made an executive decision and played his right back, based on one catch that the guy did.
It was a very good catch. And I said,
Let's have a look.
if the shots were in the corner, he made some unbelievable saves. If the shots were straight at him, they went in.
They're still League Two, but Michael Keane's their manager. Let's have a look at their. How do you have a look at their previous history, right?
Who are you looking at?
Bristol. They were League One. So they've just danced around League One and League Two. But yeah, Michael Keane's their manager. Oh yeah, Jack Wilshere's like the best manager in the world in this as well. He's won like a European Cup with like 6 different teams. So I hate that on text. I think mine autocorrects the tanks. You just keep typing it. Just brute force it. Sporting. I'm humming and ahhing about this striker. Have a look at him, Carl. He plays for Utrecht, FC Utrecht. Taki Uchida.
He's not bad.
No, is he?
What have you got? You made an offer for him, or?
No, not yet. It's been pretty consistent on the old goals as well. 16, 12, 5. Oh, hang on. He did say, he's actually scored more in a... None of those goals were penalties either. They're all open play. He's one in the pocket, isn't he? But yeah, with this save, I seem to have outsourced my at one point I had, I think it was 8 Argentinian players in play for Forest Green. It was it's been a different save, this one, for us, because we sort of do a little bit of everything. We are going to do a new save probably in the next. We're going to do this season and then see where we're at. I like the idea of doing a smash and grab, like a trophy race between Carl and I. You know, in a particular region, so maybe a South America or a Scandinavia, somewhere like that. Yeah, go for it. I mean, I've only just sold one of my players that I signed in League 2 many years ago. Some of those Premier League sort of cast-offs are massive, especially League 2, right? I scouted him, didn't I? How did he get on? Oh, one of my players went to Bristol City. Didn't really do anything. But... This guy has been on the transfer list for like 4 seasons now. He's doing a Jan Paul van Heck, which is not as good. We were saying this actually, I think on our last stream, that my favourite part so far of this save has been the journey, like League 2 to Prem. Oh, cheers, bud. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. And that made me jump because I forgot how loud I've got the alerts. Yeah, actually getting to the Premier League part. It's been fine. No. So Fulham do have a winger that I'm slightly interested in, because we are looking at left wingers. There he is, Chase Thompson. Oh, I might even just pull the trigger and try and get him. Oh no, he's not interested. All right. But yeah, we also Totem Heart as well. When the league's back on, we actually do like watch-alongs and stuff, and we got like live scores and stuff that will pop up. So that's pretty cool. like Premier League or Champions League games are on, especially midweek, we'll play Footy Manager, but we'll do like a watch along as well. They're a bit more. Who do I support? I support Arsenal, and Carl supports Newcastle. He's only been a Newcastle fan for a couple of years since Eddie Howe. He was you were a Middlesbrough fan, weren't you, Carl, beforehand?
Mighty Middlesbrough.
That you were like, I want to get some of those war crimes.
We were just bored in there, so we followed Newcastle. And
What journey it's been.
No. Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan. No, Carl has been a Newcastle fan forever, but I just like saying it every time.
Unfortunately, I was a Newcastle fan during all the fun eras of being relegated twice.
Man, don't you hate that when you can negotiate an offer? And I did it, and then I went to suggest terms, and they were like, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, he's probably out of the door. Yeah, they're doing all right. I think Arsenal are in a bit of a tricky position where, like, obviously always finishing second, always coming short. Like, can you maintain that, or are we going to start seeing a drop off? Newcastle potential's there, right? They've got unlimited funds, technically. Oh, why can't I? Am I just missing him? No. Wonder if that's because he's like transfer listed and whatever. Basoli. No, it can't be. Because. Weird. Okay. Whatever. How about yourself, Tom? You a Bristol Rovers fan as well? Oh, Jesus. Chelsea. Oof. Someone has to. Back in Champions League. I don't know if you agree. It'd be really interesting to hear your thoughts on like Chelsea season. What do you think it was a good season? Like, what are your thoughts? I guess we could look at some of the players that got relegated. Yeah, he did give you guys the kiss of death, didn't he? When it was like, oh, you're the title race. Nah. And then proved it. Yeah, I think we said earlier, like Chelsea sort of finished sort of bottom of their sort of middle of the ground, like Champions League football. Obviously got a trophy. The biggest European trophy by size. I didn't know the Conference League trophy was that big until they had it next to the pundits. It's massive. You could like kill someone with it. Like, imagine putting that on your mantelpiece and it falling down. Game over. seeing if Barnsley had anyone of. Apparently, I've scouted this guy before. You'd be worried, wouldn't you?
I think I'm gonna call it, pal.
No worries. I'm just gonna have a little scout about, and then yeah, I'll probably do similar. But
Yeah, I mean, I just checked your game's on the 6th. Your first game, I play on the 7th. So if you want to play your game, feel free.
yeah, no. We'll wait till the next one. It's Monday today, isn't it? So
Yeah, I probably won't be about till Friday, but I'll let you know if I can do
Yeah.
earlier. Just I got the girl's birthday.
that's all good. That is all good. And then
But
it's
I
gonna
think
be
England
because it's
Friday night.
oh what, like a friendly.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Friday or Saturday they play.
Yeah. Well, if they're on, we can always do a watch along with it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do that, and then well, in the meantime, you'll be popping. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Um,
I'll be thereabouts. I'll let
nice.
you jump around for a little bit.
Nice. So I'll just quickly buy all the Bayern Munich players while you're away, and then yeah, have a good evening.
Any stand-up players, let me know, and I'll come and sign them next
Well,
time.
no, the problem is I go, there's some good players, you don't sign them, and then I do.
Yeah, I tell you, I tried to sign them. You end up with my Newcastle one. You gave me all the players, but this time when I was Swindon, I'd find the players, or you'd find them, and you'd sign them and do well.
Oh, you're still bitter about Ollie Harrison?
That was betrayal.
I mean, he was good, wasn't he? He got me to the Premier League.
Yeah.
No, he was decent. He was decent.
Yeah. Ah, done me. Did me dirty.
But no, all right. Cool, man. I'll catch
Okay,
you. Yeah, just give me a text
Yeah, we'll speak soon.
in a bit. But just seen a tweet about the Switch 2. Looks like it's unhackable and will brick itself. I mean, that's pretty wild, isn't it? Nintendo are litigious, so they're really funny about streaming games sometimes as well. Like, if they just don't like your vibe, they will just do a takedown. Oh. I think it's really bizarre. Yeah, exactly. Especially with emulation, right? I know that the Switch 2's got a power upgrade, but I'm skeptical of it at the moment because like everything they really announced for the Switch 2 was just like, oh look, you've played this game before, but now you can do it with mouse inputs. Oh, we've added this special mini game. Oh, and I just but I've never been a real Nintendo fan. Mario creeps me out, but we got no filters on. Let's just have a look at players that might join us. No, yeah. But I mean, that's all come unstuck for Apple, right? Like, they've slowly had to wind that back, the whole right to repair. It'd be interesting if, like, the Switch gets sort of challenged by the European court. The whole, like, right to repair and stuff. At the same time, these things are designed for children and adults, like screens breaking or, you know, fucking charging ports getting buggered. How, yeah. But hey ho. Oh, bloody hell. I didn't know he was... That was the guy we just looked at, right? Yeah. Saudi want him. We ain't getting him. I will. Oh, we forgot to talk about this. But there's going to be a free version of Footy Manager. It's like Footy Manager Online. It's coming out this year. FC Championship 25 or something. I only saw half the press release, but they've announced it. That'd be interesting. Be interesting how that, like, I assume they don't think it will sort of eat away at FM. Maybe it'd be a good sort of door for people who are interested maybe in FM but don't want to either, you know, obviously buy it, or if they haven't got like a Game Pass, or I think it's even on Netflix now, you can play Footy Manager. You know, it's a way of people experiencing it, but not having to commit to it completely. That's fair. I think there's an online version, and then I think there might be some form of single player experience. It's yeah. I found it weird. Like I need to look at it more. Maybe in the next stream I'll talk about it a bit more. Once I've read about it. It'd be interesting. I mean, we'll give it a go. Carl and I. Might be a really cool way of who the fuck are you? Yeah, you can come on a trial. Why not? Because like Carl and I, we literally only play Footy Manager as a network save now. We used to play it. We used to have single sort of solo saves and stuff, and then we'd do some network saves. But we literally just play network saves together now. But yeah, I'd be looking at one of the modes where it is against sort of other people. I don't know how that works, because obviously everyone won't be online at the same time. Is it like persistent? There's many questions, but it'd be cool. I think, isn't there a guy actually called Charlie Pinnock? I do like this. Like in 2038, you'll just see like a surname or a first name. You'll be like, oh yeah, you know where they've cobbled that together from. Like Steve Lee. Am I still scouting Ireland? That was like my go-to. Was the Irish Premier League. We've got some really good players for dirt cheap. Or free. Hmm. Don't want to do it, but I might panic and like start just selecting random nations. Probably do that next time. Still need a left winger. Do you like doing your sweeper keeper support? Yeah, I don't think I've got like too bad of a squad, to be honest. I just yeah, I just need to. I think squad depth wise, we're fine. Bit of a blow. We might need to get another centre back, you know. So we're only going to have 1, 2, 3. Nah, we're fine. This guy can back up. Pekachev. I think I'm gonna go for this Japanese striker. While I'm here as well, I might just go to the under 21s. Have a Who are you? Ah, he's at Chelsea now. Yeah, because I got Nakazawa and I tried to sign him at the same time, but he wouldn't. I think Chelsea. This guy plays right wing back and striker. Okay. He's like crap at both. Okay. Tabe. Finishing 19. He scored 2 goals last season. Okay. We're going to scout him because he does place his shots. He comes deep to get the ball. I might just have a Japanese forward line, to be honest. How did he do that? So he played 37 games. Scored 18 goals. Did I? Right. What I might do is, yeah, it's getting a bit late. We've got those scouts flying around. We will leave it there for this evening. And yeah, we'll be back on Footy Manager probably Friday. If not, definitely the weekend. But in the meantime, I'll be live on different things, varying things. And yeah, hopefully everyone else have a lovely evening. And just thank you for hanging out. Totem, thank you for the follow as well. Really appreciate it, bud. Good luck with your save. Goldie, thanks for supporting as always. Really appreciate it, bud. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your evening, all right? Cheers, man. Take care.